Hi everyone, I'm Jessie Granlund, Partner Account Manager for Click Dimensions. In this video I'm going to talk about how to create web content using Click Dimensions, specifically how to create landing pages, web forms, and surveys. So you'll see as I get into the demonstration how using Click Dimensions you can really start to automate your sales processes in combination with this web content, automating post actions when someone submits a web forms or survey, really just streamlining your follow-up process. So let's start off with landing pages. I'm going to jump into CRM online environment here and go to this settings section under web content. And this is where you have the ability to create landing pages and embed them into your websites, or share the landing pages through a link by email. So this is the setup process. You have the ability to use one of the two editors that we have, the block editor or the freestyle editor, for creating these landing pages. Landing pages are really designed to give your visitors more information on a very specific topic and inviting them to take a call to action, like downloading a white paper or registering for an event, submitting a form, making a purchase. It could be a number of things. So people that end up on your landing page are more than likely looking for information on that very specific topic. And today marketers have to call IT to design forms and landing pages. This can be time consuming, but with Click Dimensions, even non-technical marketers can do this in no time at all. In fact, the editors that you use for landing pages are exactly the same as the editors you can use for email. So if you're comfortable with one, you can be comfortable with the other. So this is created in our block editor. You can see here to add the content, we just insert blocks to the right, to the left, above, or below. You can add your content, add your images. We track these landing pages like any other page. We're going to show you who's visiting these landing pages, who's filling out or taking your call to action by filling out a form, and I'll show you next how you can actually build this form instead of post action so people can follow up when someone registers for your event or takes this call to action. So the way that you'd actually embed these landing pages, we'll click embed here, and it'll give us a couple options for us to share this landing page out. So way number one is you have this link here, and we host these landing pages in this files.clickdimensions. Once you set up your CNAMEs with us, this will actually be branded to your company, even though we're hosting this on our servers in Azure. So you have the ability to share that as a link, or you can also embed this as an iframe on your website. So that's landing pages. Very easy to use one of our editors to create the landing page and embed that in one of the two ways that we have. So you can also build forms using Click Dimensions and CRM. So the way that this works is, here's the setup process. You can tell us if someone comes in and fills out a form on your website and they're not already a leader contact in your CRM, Click Dimensions will create a new leader contact for you, however you want to set that up. That's if that contact doesn't already exist with the email address. If the person comes in and fills out a form, they already exist in your database, we're never going to create a duplicate. We'll just send the form information to the existing record. So here's where you can set an autoresponder template saying thank you for your inquiry, or whatever you'd like to say as an autoresponder. You can clone these forms. You can tie this to a Microsoft Dynamics CRM's native campaign entity that'll allow you to do some aggregate tracking with your campaigns. If I hit design here, this brings me to my form designer, which is a drag and drop interface. And what I'm showing you right now is actually a live form. This is our Contact Us form on our website, the Click Dimensions website. And you have all your form fields over here on the right. Things like first name, last name, birthday, and you create these form fields once. Tell us where you want the information coming in from the forms to be under a lead and contact record. If you want to override information coming in from these forms, you want that information to override what you already have in CRM, we could do that. Now, when you're ready to bring in these form fields, it's just drag and drop. We're not going to make any changes since this is our production environment, but I want to show you different form components that you can use. So if you wanted to add section titles or lines or multiple pages to your forms, HTML, file upload. You can do any of this. So this file upload, a lot of people are using this now on employment pages, things of that sort. So someone can come in to a form, upload their resume, and that resume will be stored right under their lead and contact record in your CRM database. So just some of the components that you can use that you can also drag into your forms. So I'll show you the preview mode of this. This is what that form looks like. This is what our CAPTCHA looks like to validate it's a real person actually taking the survey. And you can set post actions on these forms. So it's kind of the beauty of using Click Dimensions is everything is built for a non-technical marketer. So you can create these forms using our drag and drop form designer, and you can come in here and set your post actions to build automated processes. So when someone fills out a form, you can add them to a marketing list if you'd like. You can set a follow-up task or a phone call. You can notify a team, set an autoresponder. You can create any of these processes without actually having to go in and create a complex CRM workflow. So there are really 3 different ways that you can embed these forms. Here's the link. You can share this. You can share this for someone to access by link, and of course this page is hosted by Click Dimensions, but if you set up your CNAMEs it will be fully branded to you. But you can also put this on your website embedded as an iframe or a widget code. And then anyone filling out these forms, that data is going to come back into CRM for you. So if I go into this marketing section, all of your form inquiries are going to be held in CRM for you, and it's all coming in real time. So as people are filling out forms, under this posted form sections, you're going to be able to click into any of these people, anyone filling out contact us forms, whatever forms you have on your website through Click Dimensions, and you're going to see every value that this person typed into the form. So that is how to create forms with Click Dimensions, create landing pages with Click Dimensions, and the other piece of this web content video is surveys. So it's very easy for you to create surveys with Click Dimensions, sort of the same experience as creating a form. So we like to keep it consistent, so if you're comfortable creating forms, you can easily come in and create a survey. So this is the setup process. You just decide whether this is a form, survey, or landing page on this drop-down. In this case, we've created a survey. You can attach this to a campaign. You can set the same autoresponder email template. You can clone these surveys. And then when I go into the designer, you're going to see it's a very similar interface. You have the drag and drop environment. The only real difference is that instead of your form fields, you're going to see survey questions over here on the right. So you can, again, drag any of these questions into the designer. You have different survey components. You have that same CAPTCHA. You can insert lines or page breaks, your own HTML. Let me show you, give you a sense of what that looks like. And I like this survey because this is our survey for onboarding. You can see here we put images in it. It has lines. It has multiple pages. So as I go to page 2, you can see the image has changed. We've got multi-select questions. You've got your star rating questions. Yes or no. Your text box. This is a 3-page survey. You can see the images. So everything that you need for surveys. And now it's also important to know that you can implement skip logic with your surveys, so people can actually skip questions or entire pages of questions based on their response. So you can set the same post actions with surveys that you can with forms. So if you want to send an email notification to a team after someone's completed a survey, you can certainly do so. You can set a follow-up task or phone call. You can set your autoresponder emails, any of these tasks here, which just drag and drop. So once I hit embed, you see it's the same embed option. So you can grab this link. Most people like to share these surveys via email with a link to the survey. But of course, you can also put these on your website as an iframe or which. So you can also set a confirmation text. It's a confirmation that shows up in the body of the web page that the survey went through successfully. And it's the same thing with forms. So you can see here we put a little picture of our Chief Customer Officer in here. they complete the survey. This is full design. You have your ability to go into Designer HTML. You have your WYSIWYG tools up here. But if you'd rather put them to a post redirect after they've completed the survey, you can do that as well. So all of these features that I showed you, all of this web content can be created using CRM and Click Dimensions. And for more information, please contact our partners with CRM Dynamics.